Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Bojan Petreski, go by Bo. We're doing the 3D market commentary today on our channel. Just a brief disclaimer before we get started. The following videos, clips, and demonstrations are for educational and instructional purposes only. TRADDICTIV provides these videos purely for the purpose of demonstrating a method of using the product. Users understand that all content used in the video is purely for demonstration purposes only and is not a guide and does not provide any indication or prediction of actual results. As a user, you understand and agree that hypothetical results obtained through the demonstration do not indicate in any way the results you may receive of using our products. So today we'll be just reviewing a few of the markets, actually a total of 5. But before we get there, I just want to take you to the link right here. It says tradewithufos.com/Bojan. This will take you right to the website where you can actually sign up for the free membership. Right here, which will in turn deliver this this brand spanking new newsletter that we got going on, which we will be reviewing today. Again, this is the website right here. It's a completely free membership. You put your name and email, and go to the next step, and you go from there. We'll be reviewing essentially 5 different markets today. We'll be looking at the S&P, crude oil, gold, the dollar, and we'll be using the back Bitcoin just to get our feet wet with crypto as well. So what I'm going to do is, because we have a limited amount of time on this session today, we're looking at essentially 3 different things. We're looking at the market climate, we're looking at the buy and sell UFOs, and we're looking at the market volatility. Obviously, these sessions being a little bit okay. Let me just see if I can get something here. Okay, we do have quite a bit of three different setups over here, and we do have quite a bit of volatility. So that's why we also look at the volatility. If you don't know what some of these terms mean, if you're kind of new to trading, please feel free to look at the YouTube channel, but I would definitely recommend to take a look at our sessions that we've done before to kind of familiarize yourself. And if you want some additional information on that, as we go through this summary, we're going to look at it, and I'll let you know which way to go essentially. Looking at the S&P 500, the ES. The current market climate is up. It is a confirmed up climate, and as we see over here on our chart on the right as well, we are currently towards the end of its a sensible extension, let's call it, right? 8.84. We always round it up to 9. It is currently on its 9th day up. For the purposes of trading this, again, it bears to mind that things that make sense to go up, do go up. Could it go past that point? Absolutely. Could it stop here and then start retracting, lower? Absolutely as well. This just, it needs to be kind of borne in mind that this is the big picture, right? The daily time frame is a pretty big time frame, and I feel like that's always a good reference point. Nearby UFOs to our current price right now is this 39.2850 to 38.7825, as shown here. These UFOs represent where potential unfilled orders may still be. Of course, we're basing the volatility on the VIX for the S&P, and it's currently at 21.06%. I think that's a small reduction from yesterday. The daily expected move is about 52 points on the S&P, whereas the plus or minus, right, up or down. The weekly is about 115, and the monthly is 240. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you're looking to further your education, whether you're just starting out, or maybe you've definitely gotten yourself somewhere into the markets, but you need some additional information, please follow the link here that comes in the 3D market commentary that lets you browse and register for a course. And of course, something that is really important here is that there's a 3-month complimentary access to AutoUFOs and AutoClimate with signing up with any course. Some of them are definitely worth checking out. The next up, we have the crude oil. So as far as the market is, the market climate, it is currently up. It is a confirmed climate up. Right? Let's go ahead and pop open crude oil. It is a confirmed climate up, and it is on the 10th out of essentially 7 days up. So it's already passed. It's typical. It's sensible climate. And for those of you that are already trading this instrument and most of our instruments, the word sensible, kind of plays in hand with a lot of what we do. We do tend to look for sensible things instead of hopeful things. And this market currently being in a bit of a hopeful stage, right? It's still moving on higher. It's on its 10th day up out of typically 7. And we do have a sell UFO right above, right here at 62.11 to 65.65, and a buy UFO right below it, right, 58.91 to 57.27. So prices in between these two UFOs. This will be in the most recent UFO developed, meaning that this one, the price is closer to these unfilled orders that are at the 58.91 level. That's not to say that this can't just go on a tear and then come to this sell UFO up here, but we do expect to see some reaction in these UFOs. Okay, so again, and we're looking at the volatility as well, right? We covered the climate, we got the UFOs out of the way, and now we're looking at the climate, which is based on the OVX and its current values, 34.25%. Crude oil has been making substantial moves lately. That's why we have that elevated volatility. The daily expected move is about 1.29, the weekly 2.84, and the monthly 5.91. And again, all of these UFOs and AutoClimate are applied to the daily time frame. And for those of you a little bit more familiar with our apps, this is on the default setting of 0.5 calibration. Okay. Now let's say you are familiar with forex, you are familiar with futures, you are familiar with stocks and everything. You're just looking to get the apps. Well, this is the link that you should follow, whether you're trading on TradingView or TradeStation or upcoming with MetaTrader. Click on this link here to subscribe for any of the apps, and there are monthly and yearly memberships. Yearly being the one that does get you a little bit more bang for your buck. Okay. Now the next one up that we do have here is gold. Let's go ahead and pull up the chart for gold. Right, and gold is on a pretty substantial move to the downside as well. It is a down climate. It is confirmed, and it is actually the second out of 7 typically down climates. Now, gold, is also kind of in between these two UFOs. We got the one up above, the sell UFO, the sell potential unfilled orders at 1907 through 1929.6. And then the buy UFO down below in this 1754.9 to 1706.2. Now, the climate, as I said, is on its second day down, and today being a bit more substantial, as we see, it's an extended drop for today. Looking at the volatility though, GVZ, the current value is about 18%. Which I think this will be up and climbing for these upcoming few days. We're going to see, but if we're seeing extended moves like this from gold, it's most likely going to get elevated. The daily expected move is 20.76. That means up or down. The weekly being 45 and the monthly being 95. Okay. So that's gold for us right now. We are touching in this kind of a critical price point around the 1800s, especially when it comes to gold and I would say even most instruments, big round numbers tend to attract, eyeballs. So, definitely some expectations over there sometimes being set just by that even round number. But you know, other than that, I would say gold is just beginning its down climate. It's got, you know, it's got another, you know, 5 candles to go, 5 days that it could go down for. So just be on the lookout of that if you are taking opportunities off of this daily time frame. Okay, the next one, the DXY, or the dollar index. Okay, its climate is also a down climate, and as of today is actually confirmed. And I just want to kind of point out over the fact here that just one second here. We did have a couple, we had an unconfirmed climate, then we had 2 confirmed down climates, and then there was still some indecision, right? Which the system here, the auto climate indicator does show that, hey, there's a bit of indecision here. We're not quite sure what's going on here, right? So these 2 candles right here, right, as well as basically these 2, honestly, we saw a big drop here, and then we saw a little bit more, kind of basing, and a lot more basing over there. So at that point, it was like, all right, there's some indecision here. We're not gonna, it's not gonna be a confirmed climate. And then we had a drop again, even though it's already pulled back a little bit this morning. Okay, but it is a confirmed down climate. It is, the first one currently. If you count all of them from before, it is the 6th one out of 6. If you're counting just the confirmed one, it is the first one again out of typically 6. I would say, because everything is connected, I would say this is the 6th one out of 6. As you see, this is a lot of basing here, so we can consider that all as one. The buy and sell UFOs, very similar to the other instruments, right in between here, 90.88 through 91.225 on the sell side. On the buy side, 89.795 through 89.165. They're pretty wide UFOs, but again, that's because these are on the daily time frames. I definitely wouldn't expect you guys to be, taking trades off of the dailies, but I feel like that's something that you should be aware of, and then, put into your plan and consider that, hey, this is what's going on. All right, and the last one that we do have here, and actually this is also very important. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that way, if you miss these, they're right there, they're recorded. You can click the link, it'll take you right there. Okay, now as far as the last one that we got here, which is the newest entry to our overview, and I think definitely an important one, is the backed Bitcoin. So BTM is the ticker on TradingView. The current climate is up. It is confirmed. It is currently on the 12th day, and the reason why we don't have any stats is because, again, this is kind of fairly new to the market. So as we establish its movement and kind of what makes sense and where these standard deviations up and down are, that's what we'll be able to establish it. I'm sure you've seen it in the news, right? Bitcoin just keeps making new highs. It did touch that 50,000 point today overnight. It did, it has since pulled back from it. We are basing this volatility on BVIN, and its current value is 117%. Okay, because we are seeing some substantial swings per day on Bitcoin. The daily expected move being 36.21, right? So $3,621. Weekly being 79.71, and monthly is, this is just based on pure statistics, 16,000, right? So it could swing 16 up or down, or just kind of go a little bit sideways, and this is just according to statistics. And of course, before I let you guys go, thank you for joining me, first of all, on this wonderful Tuesday morning for me. If you have any questions before you sign up, for example, you have some questions about some courses or the apps, or just how exactly does this coaching work, or what's the membership about, right? Please feel free to schedule a clarification call. Okay, this is a real life person that will reach out to you at a time that works for you, to say, okay, hey, I have a question about the courses or the apps or something else. Go from there. Please refrain from asking trading questions on the clarification call. Okay, and the last but not least, we are looking at just about most of the currencies through fxstreet.com, the economic calendar, right? We're tracking the basically the red impact events. For today, we have GDP on the euro, which I believe is already posted, and then a few other ones, throughout the week for both US, the pound, the CAD, the Aussie, and so on. So everyone, thank you very much for joining me on this news, basically the 3D market commentary. I do hope you appreciated the stuff that we went through. If you have any questions or comments or any suggestions, please feel free to send them over to us. Alrighty, thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.